What are your thoughts on the mentor thing? I'm sure we've talked about it before. I don't remember your answer because it's becoming a full conversation in Tennessee. Sounds like Titans fans, by the way, are done with Tannehill. Not all of them, yeah. But there is a contingency of Titans fans. I've dabbled and sniffed around on Titans Twitter that are like, give us Malik, okay? This guy is our next guy. Get Tannehill. They just paid Tannehill $100 million like 2 years ago. That is a wild scene down there. What are your thoughts on the whole mentoring thing, D-Butt?
I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like it depends on how you wire it. You know, and I personally, coming in as a young guy, I don't want a guy mentoring me unless he really wants to do it.
Hey, Kyrie, hold on. D-Butt, Kyrie kind of spoke about this too. Kyrie said when he was at the Cavs, we had OGs and everything. I wanted to go one-on-one and fucking beat everybody. Some young guys, by the way, aren't necessarily like, yeah, I would like you to teach me everything. Some young guys have that moxie of like, okay, I got my own shit here, you know? So it's an interesting debate to even have that people act as if every young guy wants to be taught and coached by the older player. That's not necessarily always the case, which I think is what you were getting to. I'm just saying that's in every sport, I think, as well.
It's not at all. And they're in meeting rooms. They're doing the same drills. I'm sure if he asks, you know, Ryan a question or asks the coach a question, he'll give him an answer. But I didn't have a problem with Ryan's answer at all. Tannehill saying, you know, it's not his job to mentor Malik. You know, it's not. It's his job to, you know, be the starting quarterback, hopefully. Go out there and do everything in your power to get that job. And obviously been in those meeting rooms, been in practices. There's going to be questions that you answer for the young guy. But I feel like mentoring a guy is going above and beyond. Like, I had mentors in my locker room coming into the Patriots. Guys who played on the other side of the ball, guys who played different positions. But that's just who they were. That's just what they wanted to do at whatever point in their careers. And I went and did the same thing in my career. I had Malik Hooker. My 9th year, I was moved to free safety. They draft Malik Hooker, top 15 in the draft. You know what that writing on the wall is as a pro. But that didn't change, you know, my relationship with him. I still mentor him, showed him the game, taught him how I break down quarterbacks, how he does it. And then he does things. He took some from that and then does things his own way. But it really depends on how you wire it, what you want to do. But it's not on every guy. And you don't want every guy mentoring you as well. So I had no problem with that, especially with quarterbacks, man. Even with DBs, we're kind of different. We need each other to an extent. Like quarterbacks, like, this is my shit. This is my huddle. These are my guys. Like, so the further along I'm mentoring you, the quicker I bring you along. The only place you are behind me right now is between the ears. Physically, Malik probably has all the tools that Tannehill doesn't have. So the faster I bring you along, the faster I'm up out of here. So I had no problem with Tannehill. I feel like that was his real honest answer. I had no issue with it.
Yeah, and I didn't think there was any ill intent in the sound in which he delivered it either. Like, it wasn't like a fuck that guy. Yeah, it was like, hey, I just got out of a dark place, he said. After that last game, I just got out of a dark place. I had to go to therapy, he said, to get through it. And now I'm back, and I'm, like, feeling good. It's like, yeah, man, we're in the same meeting. I got a lot of shit to figure out myself right now. It feels like what Tannehill was saying. And
you're the 1 seed. You got sent home in, you know, your first game, and you're looked at as probably, you know, I know I'm going into the game as a defensive player. It's like, hey, let's make Tannehill beat us. So if you're that guy, you know, the first thing on your mind going into April, mini camps and OTAs is not, let me mentor the 3rd round pick. Come on, fuck out of here, man.